He will be facing Alban Mujaj, 1-1 out of Glory Martial Arts Center in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Trained by Yusef Kadi and Jeff Kahn. He's been training all his life. A brown belt in Shotokan Karate. Left the sport for a little while to pursue soccer and basketball in high school, but now he started Muay Thai in 2016 and started competing in 2022. This will be his first bout under kickboxing rules, and he is looking to add another win to his record to progress to be 2-1. These two young guns will be fighting at 185 pounds with shin guards here for 3 2-minute rounds. The crowd going wild here for Alban Mujaj.
Hometown Albanian hero.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our upcoming contest scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in our 185-pound division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing CT Combat, Joseph Cartagena. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, representing Glory Martial Arts Center, Alban Mujaj. And the man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell is Brandon Medina.
And to illustrate something about Joseph Cartagena, mechanic by day, comes in and spends on average about 3 to 4 hours in the gym preparing and pushing his guys under him. So we should see a much more evolved Joseph, and not only that, but a much more evolved Alban Mujaj. And I don't know if, it's just something going along with the...
Just checking the gloves there.
Yeah. Making sure. Sometimes the gloves get jerry-rigged here, but here we go. 3 2-minute rounds at 185.
Brandon Medina calling them in, 185 pounds. These are big, big fellas. A lot of power flying around that ring.
Big time.
Liam Tarrant, Jacob Cooperman joining you here at K-Series 3 from the Melrose Ballroom.
When I asked Mike about Joseph, he said that they think they have the tools to be able to beat Mujaj. It's just about finding that big shot.
Ooh, winging left hand there from Cartagena.
And Alban's just putting a pace on him.
Mujaj landing good shots of his own there. An inside kick goes unanswered. Nice high left kick there from Mujaj. Inside kick again.
Ooh, and is that a low shot? Yeah, it is.
Accidental low blow there. Really can't happen quite often. You're going for those inside shots too. It just slides up sometimes.
I think it's happened like almost every single fight tonight. But hey, you know, I almost feel like, is that a weird form of conditioning? Can you get it to the point where
not the kind of conditioning you really want.
Don't. That's a conditioning where you don't have kids afterwards.
Yeah, no, but thankfully everybody with their protective cups.
Yeah.
And we are ready to get back to the action here. First round is still nice. Mujaj opening up with a nice combo, but I tell you, Cartagena with some solid hands up top.
Yeah, Coach Mike, he did mention that right hand of Cartagena had enough power to put anyone out, he felt. So look for Joseph to try to land that big shot over the top with that right. I don't know if, is it just me or does the movement of Cartagena look a little bit...
Ooh, solid left hand from Mujaj landed there.
Looks like I don't know. I was going to say, I don't know if it looks like he's limping a little bit, Cartagena, but that might just be me. I think he's just taking his time in there, but it looked a little bit belabored at first. I wonder if those leg kicks...
Mujaj has a lot of power coming through those leg kicks, though, now that you mentioned it.
Yeah. Yeah, he does, and he's throwing them with... I mean, I noticed you mentioned about the shin guards. He's throwing those with deadly intent because you could just whip those wherever.
Oh, nice solid left hand from Mujaj. Followed by a nice right.
Mujaj is just putting on constant pressure. Cartagena trying to find a big shot. Checks the kick nicely. But I noticed Mujaj will just keep on adding on shots, right? And a lot of points where, you know, a guy will take a step back, compose himself, breathe. Mujaj is just in your face, constantly moving forward.
When he lands something, yeah, you're right. He does seem to just keep going forward and piling on that pressure.
Something to be said for that locomotion. A little bit of Biggie playing.
Here in New York, it is more than appropriate.
Yeah, I was going to say, why would they play anything else? If I'm Cartagena's corner, if I'm Coach Mike, I'm telling him, hey, check those kicks, right? Let's address those leg kicks. Let's try to get behind the jab. The right hand will come. And it's not like Cartagena wasn't landing the right hand. He was. I think he's just got to be a little bit more purposeful with the way he sets it up. It's also easier said than done with those shin pads. I've heard that they're very, it makes it harder to move.
Yeah, the shin pads do get to be a bit of a disruption after a while when you're fighting with them. I mean, it was such a relief when I started fighting without them because your shots are a lot more effective. You know, as long as you have a good block and you can, you know, block with that shin well, it does protect you. But the shin guards, they do get to be a bit of a hindrance after a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh!
Solid left hooks. Two hooks from
Cartagena.
Cartagena.
Clips Mujaj. Oh!
When you've got this amount of power in that ring, I mean, this whole fight could turn on a single shot.
I feel like we're walking on ice right now. Cartagena's got to be a little bit more careful with how close range he's throwing those kicks.
Oh.
Mujaj has him hurt.
That had an effect.
Cartagena, you see he's starting to, his body language starting to close down a little bit. He's just hunching over that bit more. I think some of those body shots starting to take effect.
185.
Mujaj trying to find his shot once again.
He's just walking forward like a Terminator. He's not letting Cartagena reset or find his footing or his pace. But again, Mujaj has got to be careful because that right hand of Cartagena is always going to be there.
Cartagena looking a bit winded in there with the mouth open. Cartagena told us he's really been improving his striking in the last 2 years. And
absolutely.
His last outing here was a KO victory over Muhammad Ali. Winging shots there.
Mujaj. It's just simple. Simple boxing upstairs is getting the job done. Cartagena's using good pressure, but he's not really doing anything with it at the moment. I think he's a little bit too winded. He's going to have to find something within him if this fight does go to a decision. I mean, he'll have to find it within him to walk through the fire and get himself a finish, because I think it's fair to say that he's 2 down.
Yeah, in my opinion, I would agree. But Mujaj, it seems like Mujaj has so much power. He doesn't need a big...
Fight fans, make some noise. This is our third and final round.
Really effectively using his body weight.
And Mujaj did mention that he's been splitting his time in the training camp between Gleason's boxing and Glory. So he has been focusing on his boxing, and clearly it's done dividends. Coach Mike Campanella just having a real spirited and intentional conversation with his pupil, most likely telling him obviously what to do, but also stressing the importance of this situation in order to go out there and get a finish. And I think the ref's coming over too, and I don't know if he's saying, hey, listen, like if he gets hit with another big shot and he's not looking like he's all there, we might start to implement these 8. I don't know what the ref was saying, but Cartagena needs something big here.
Third and final 2-minute round in this 185-pound banger.
Much slower pace to open up this third. Oh, Mujaj.
Oh, solid right hand from Mujaj lands. Cartagena seems to be coming alive, landed a nice kick followed by a punch there. Nothing seems to have slowed down Mujaj from coming forward. He just continues ambling forward. An ambling Albanian coming right in your face and staying there all night.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Terminator might be a good nickname for him, or the Albanian Zombie or something like that, because he is, I mean, it doesn't matter what he gets hit with. He just continues to walk down Cartagena. Now, Joseph's got to find something here. Again, that thing that, whatever he can, that shot, to be able to finish this, he needs a finish.
Yeah, those hands have really paid off for Mujaj throughout this entire fight.
he's been landing that uppercut really well because Cartagena's almost, I don't know if it's because he's tired, but he's almost kind of been falling into shots and falling into range. And so Mujaj has just picked up on that, and he's dropping in uppercuts. Really effective boxing. Short time, you have to think here.
Mujaj continuing to apply that game plan that's worked so well, putting those hands together.
And that body kick too,
Wow,
I mean,
nice.
we didn't even talk. I mean, the boxing is so proficient that body kick may have fell to the wayside a little bit, but you'll notice that's how he starts off a lot of his combinations, and that's, yeah, you see there, right there, Cartagena. I mean, the heart of a warrior. Nobody's ever going to dispute that fact. Finally allowing his body the time to shut down after, I mean, that's powerful stuff.
I mean, that is a lot of punishment to take throughout the fight for both these guys. The power they both have, but Mujaj just seems to be so effective at applying that power and applying his boxing. As you mentioned, he's been training at Gleason's and at Glory MMA. And we saw the result of it here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Dan White also is going to be fighting later on the card, which I know you have a lot of familiarity with, Liam, is also mentioned that he does sometimes split his training between Gleason's and Legends. Did he need me? A little shake of the head there by Cartagena, but in a few moments, we will throw it over to Mike Falvo in the ring. Don't know what Ricky's saying there. As soon as he knows, we will know.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, a nice round of applause for two great fighters. After 3 hard-fought rounds of kickboxing action, we go to the official scorecard. All 5 judges have scored the fight in favor for your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Alban Mujaj.
No surprises there. Alban Mujaj getting the unanimous decision victory, a well-earned victory for him. And Jonas Cartagena goes back to the drawing board and back to CT Combat to work on his game and come back, I'm sure, a better and stronger fighter.